Hello, 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 and good evening, members of Builders and Co-Creators. I hope that you're having a beautiful week. I hope that your projects are going well and everything is going as planned. I hope that you're seeing progress and that you're keeping healthy and building. Welcome once again this evening to the Builders Baraza. This is the show that we bring you every Monday and Thursday at 8:30. Yes, at 8:30. Once again, we'll try our best not to keep you here, but this is a special show because, hey, we have our first sponsored show, and our sponsorship comes from none other than Floor Deco Kenya. Moses, applause.
Yay.
So guys, before we introduce our guest this evening, half a minute to just some housekeeping matters. First, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. All these videos will go on the YouTube channel, and if you miss it, it's always good to tune in when we are online, because then you ask questions and they'll be responded to pronto. However, if you cannot, please go to our YouTube channel. It's called Builders and Co-Creators, and you will see all the videos there. That is one. Two, we have a page, and like I said earlier in the week, soon our licensing will require that we actually anchor this show on the page and not the group. So please like the page. It's called Builders and Co-Creators, so that you do not miss a thing, because soon we will have to move this broadcast to the page away from the group. Thirdly, as I mentioned in every segment, we have a sister page or group called Chasing the Title Deed. We chose to separate building and construction from land, even though they are related. We thought that it's important that matters land be dealt with separately. So if you're looking for land, if you're shopping, if you have questions about land acquisition, transfers and all that, please find the group called Chasing the Title Deed and deal with all matters land. Fourth is that tomorrow we are having a training of 50 men of experienced roofers being trained in the new technology on the light gauge steel trussing and roofing. And we have already contacted the first batch of men and women who are interested. Remember, it is a fully paid technical training, partly sponsored by Builders and Co-Creators, and mostly sponsored by Talent Carpet Center. So we have contacted these men. We will share the progress here. And for the second team, we shall be calling you in for the training. If you haven't been called and you registered, be on standby, because we have another training coming at the end of the month, and you will be contacted accordingly. Finally,
Celine, yeah, maybe on that point before you proceed, I think it's worth to note that we got so many people applying, and then we secured another second training, so that we have all of them at least have a chance to attend the training. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, so there were so many applicants, we couldn't have it at one training because it's a very intensive sort of session. So we separated into two. The first batch is going out tomorrow, and it is 50 men, and the second one will be at the end of the year, and we'll be contacting you in due course. Finally, the opportunity for sponsorship is here. This is the opportunity today to watch how a sponsorship show works. We are branding it all through. We are telling you the story of Floor Decor. And without further ado, perhaps we welcome our guest this evening, Mr. Amos Kibaru.
Welcome, hey, Amos. Karibu.
Yes, I'm very happy to be here with you guys today.
Excellent. This is a revolutionary flooring champion from Floor Decor. His name is Amos Kibaru. He is the proprietor and managing director of Floor Decor Kenya, and he's going to be telling us the story of Floor Decor, what we need to know, and what role it plays in this show. But before we carry on and before we continue with our discussion, perhaps we get a word from our sponsors. Moses? So that's the first beautiful, show of what we're going to be talking about today. And perhaps we jump right into it. And, the questions here is to Amos. Obviously, you can engage us in the comment section, and we'll give a shout out, or even share some of the questions here so that Amos can respond to them pronto. So Amos, Tell me, I confused those two names. Please excuse me. I'll try my best. You know, in your opinion, why is flooring a big deal in the building and construction space? Why is flooring a big deal?
Well, just like roofing or painting your home, since time immemorial, a home must have a floor. Even way back in the days, we used to have flooring made of cow dung. Now, it's new age. We gotta have a floor in the home. So, and there are various options of flooring available in the markets, and a floor is a must for the house.
Yeah. I mean, plain and simple. Whatever you're stepping on when you're inside the house is your floor. So you better make it beautiful, better make it durable. Yeah. It is a structural item actually in the building, you know, in the building chain. Yeah. So perhaps you tell us what flooring materials exist in the fact world compared to what we have in Kenya today. And you know, then you know, perhaps you follow through with the story of Floor Deco Kenya and what you decided to do.
Well, in the first world countries, they have various types of flooring, and their kind of flooring is more about the weather that they have. They have challenges with weather. They have cold seasons and they have hot seasons. So way back, most of them do have carpets, but carpets is not a thing that is being done nowadays because of the issues of allergies and dust and a lot of maintenance. So they've actually moved on to modern flooring, which include ceramic tiles, wooden, could be laminated or engineered, and polyvinyl flooring, which is PVC, or the old type linoleum floor, which is commonly known as mammalian floor. So all these floor options, yeah.
So those exist. Is there anything that exists in the first world that we don't currently have in Kenya?
In Kenya, we started back in the 70s. We started with the wood parquet, the wooden floor, which was very popular. We had a PVC, which are still there today. But towards early 90s, this type of old flooring, like the parquet and the PVC, got out, and they've been rapidly replaced by ceramic tiles. Well, ceramic tiles are very popular in Kenya, and not very popular in the first world because of the nature of their weather, because tiles could be a little bit colder. So, but here in Kenya, we are seeing the global warming, which is real. It's very cold. Even now, it's September. The weather is changed. It's not the usual way that we used to have the cool weather in April, so around June thereabout. The weather has really changed. So the challenges of the weather aspect is making floor decor to come up with various modern flooring, which are based on the weather challenge that we are facing today.
I see. And how suitable are these solutions coming from the first world to our environment and our building context? You know, how suitable are they? Are they made for this weather, or is this something that we're just doing for the beauty, but it doesn't, you know, suit our weather and our building context and our challenges?
To begin with, in Kenya, it's all about the pricing. So every builder is more concerned about the price. So the flooring solution, the floor covering that we have, first of all, affordable. Number two, very durable. Number three, very easy to install. Our fundis can easily do a 2,000 square foot home, which is about 200 square meter floor area within a day. So installation is real quick, yet very durable. And they can be DIY. And that's why we have a Builders Baraza here for people to learn how to install flooring. You can do this over the weekend with friends.
I see. And therefore you're saying that they're durable, they're washable, they're healthy, and therefore even, you know, they're suitable for our context, because we know Africa, there's a lot of dust. We need to clean every so often. Yes. And you know, we get visited by a lot of people. And so floors are very, in the day, unlike the West, where in the day people are gone and there are no people at home. In Africa, there are people at home. So the floor is busy through the day. You know, it only rests at night. That is if nobody sleeps on it, you know. So you're saying that the products that you have are pretty durable. And so there's another thing that you mentioned about cold floors. And I'd like us to focus on that and just as, you know, I hear it a lot. People say tiles are cold, or, you know, concrete is cold. what is your, is there any such thing as a cold floor for Africa particularly? And what's your opinion? What's your take on that?
Well, it depends with the geographical location that you're based. In Kenya, we know coastal areas are not really cold. Areas like inside of Western Kenya, Kisumu area is not really cold. But there are areas here in Nairobi, Central Kenya, which is cold. And for this reason, when you're going out there to shopping for flooring, you have to factor in your locality, your geographical location. What kind of weather do you have in that area? So to be honest, having a ceramic tile, it's cool. We see homeowners having ceramic tiles, and then they go back to the shop to buy a carpet to just cover the ceramic tiles. This is double the work. If only you knew, you go for a warmer flooring, which is available at Floor Decor. And not only for homeowners, even people who've rented and you've got that very nice house in an apartment in somewhere where, like, and the landlord puts those ceramic tiles. You like the area, you don't want to move because rent is affordable. We have a solution for you that can be used as a floor covering, yet very durable, movable. You can move out with it. It is waterproof and easy to clean.
So you're saying that if I rent a house and I don't like the floor, but I like the place, you actually have a solution that I can use to cover the floor that I'll be able to move out with. It is washable and it can be reused in another house.
Exactly. You can
without the sticky glue at the back that would mess the original floor.
Exactly. We use a technology called layer loose technology. Layer loose, you just spread your floor, use some beadings to the edging of the walls. You don't need to put like real skirtings. And with layer loose technology, you can actually move out with your floor and go to where you've actually built and use it, the floor there.
Interesting. Yeah. We have takeaway floors in Kenya. Moses, let's clap. we have takeaway floors.
Yeah, Amos, maybe I want to ask that still on this concept of cold floors. Now we look also in those cold areas, you also find people have actually other methods to actually reduce the cold. For instance, they have wooden floors. And by wooden floors, I don't mean like the tiles. I mean actually the actual wood. Maybe you have the first floor, the floor is actually wood, so that they actually beat these, they counter the cold concept. Now, in that case, how would floor decor and your products, which products maybe could actually help me if I am living in those areas, or maybe has other advantages other than cold? Yeah.
Well, we're trying to save trees. Like you see all these MBAO issues. We're trying to have trees. So, as per se, wooden flooring is good, but the more we cut our trees, we're not conserving the environment. So, at Floor Decor, we have solutions that are environment friendly, easy to produce, and yet very durable. And we all know about wooden flooring also in some areas that are affected by termites. So the product that we have is termites resistant. It's waterproof. Can you imagine you've gone out there to visit someone, when you come back, there's water coming out from a washroom and it's all on your wooden floor. That's the damage, and wooden floors are not really affordable. So at Floor Decor, the solution that we have here are very interesting and very modern. All of them made from Europe, all of them shipped from Belgium and France, German products.
So really quality here in terms of where we get them from is assured. You say that we can take them away from house to house. You have a product that you can actually take away from house to house. They are durable. And we will be asking you which specific brand does what, and you'll be able to tell us that. So, and you're comparing it to parquet floors, expensive, not that resource is hardly renewable because, you'll cut one tree and it takes another 10 years to grow one to the extent that it can be used for wood. So you're saying that the solutions at Floor Decor will, it does cover, it does tick all the boxes that the other products fail at. That's what we are saying. Moses, do you have another question?
No, just proceed to the next one.
All right. So please take a moment, Amos, and tell us the short story. Make it short. Short story of floor decor and why you saw the need to venture into flooring in this country.
Good question. I'm an IT guy. My background is IT, so I've been doing IT for most of my time. So back when I was building my house in 2009, before then I used to visit the US a lot. I used to import these computers from the US and I would admire those houses in the US. They had beautiful floors. So I used to wonder, why don't we have this kind of flooring like what I see in the US? And at that point is when I started shipping Pago. Pago is, we all know Pago. Pago is the original laminate. Pago is a company that invented the laminate way back over 35 years ago. So I just shipped in a pallet of it, and I used in my house. And everyone came and they really loved what they saw there. So this was a new turn for me in business, because I decided, let me start doing this Pago flooring and go out there. So I abandoned my career of IT and I became a fundi, literally installing flooring. I have members who are on Builders on this forum who are actually my first customers today. And since then, we've been providing flooring solution to hundreds of Kenyan homes. Being Pago is well known all over, but over time we've actually increased, added more flooring options besides the Pago, more affordable to everyone.
So it started with Pago?
Yeah, it started with Pago.
And over time, you have built your portfolio and there are new, more affordable brands that, cater for different, groups of people.
Yes, because the Kenyan market, like I say, is more on the price. If you're not right on the price, they're going to buy that imitation from Asia. It's cheaper. At that time, it looks good, but durability is not there. And the most affected segment of people who buy these cheapest materials in the market are our contractors. Our contractors want to buy that cheap material, put in that house that will be sold on mortgage, and whoever buy that mortgage house will come back later and start replacing everything from flooring to logs to everything. So it's very important for people on this forum to know there are genuine brands out there in the market. It's very easy to search them on Google. Just know what brand you're buying and buy from an authorized distributor. These companies in Europe do have presence here in Kenya. They have their outlets like Floor Decor. From there, you are sure that you're going to get the right product.
Excellent. Beautiful story. I guess before we continue, Moses, perhaps we hear from our sponsors once again.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that let's take a minute break and then we'll be right back.
Wow.
I like that music.
Wow. I know, and you see the people coming in, the owners of the house are still in there, they're living in there, it's installed, and at the end of the day, they are gone. That is fast. That is a factual, Amos, that's a factual video. It's not one of those that are exaggerated.
No, actually,
this is someone house in Vindegwa. It's on Kiambu Road.
Yeah.
Actually, it's Kabiwa Jesus' house that they say they were expecting a baby and they didn't want to be on the cold ceramic tiles. So We actually went and covered the ceramic tiles, and it probably took like 6 hours and the house was done. You will see the before and after images.
Yeah, we actually did. We actually did. So I know that we probably have touched on it, but in your opinion, beyond pricing, what part does floor decor play in the building and construction space in Kenya today? And what part do you think it will play in the future?
We are a retailer. We are a Kenyan own retail outlet for flooring, and I would say we engage our customer mostly on online platforms, from Google to Facebook to Instagram, and we educate our customers on what material to buy. They go to our YouTube channel. You're going to learn a lot. We play a big role because most of our customers who work in floor decor outlets, we have about 7 locations countrywide. So, every segment, every big town in Kenya is catered for. You don't have to travel to Nairobi to buy a floor. You don't have to come from Nanyuki to come to Nairobi to look for a floor, or even Mombasa. So we've made it very easy for the Kenyan people to afford and access our floor from all angles of the country. We educate everyone. Installers, we train our installers. We make sure everywhere that we are in, we are training the young people around that area how to install new materials. So we create employment. I would say we're quite something in the market for flooring.
Good. Do you know so far in the urban areas, would you be able to share what your market share is? Is that something that you've calculated, or it's something that's still in the works?
It's something I'll say is still in the work, because the Kenyan market is a ceramic. Most people don't know about any other flooring options. We have to do a lot to educate our Kenyan people. All they know is ceramics. But when people walk to our showroom and they actually see what we have, you actually can easily change that person's mind.
Yeah. I think the response is really good, Amos. Perhaps we take this opportunity for you to tell us where your shops are in the various cities, because I know the next question is, where can we see it? If you say that it's very attractive, where is it? I know I have skipped like the order of my questioning, but I think it's a good time for you to share with us where your shops are. Where is your distributorship in Kenya?
Here in the big city, Nairobi, we're on Kijabe Street. We all know Kijabe Street is headquarters of flooring, so it's almost like a kilometer stretch of all flooring shops on the streets. I'll recommend, if you're shopping for flooring, start on Kijabe Street. We are on number 1. It's 1 Kijabe Street, big sign, Floor Decor Kenya. Use your Google Maps. Just type in Floor Decor Kenya Nairobi, and your Google Maps will drop you down right to our address. If you go to Nakuru, we are on Moses Mudavadi Road. Again, on Google Maps, type Floor Decor Kenya Nakuru, you're going to have the location. Moses Mudavadi Road is the road that goes to the courts, to the police. It's next to Kokem. In Kisumu, we are next to the police station, Central Police Station. There's a business complex, so Floor Decor is right there. In Nanyuki, we are where the former Nakumat was behind. It's called the Rura Building. In Mombasa, we are in Nyali on Links Road to the junction of Malindi Road, popularly known as Bob's Restaurants, right inside. In Naivasha, we're opening up on Barikania Road, is just next to some holiday. And Naivasha is my hometown, so I really want to take my flooring to where I was born and raised. In Eldoret, we are next to the famous Eagles Hardware. Just next to it, there's it's called Ocean Street. Everyone in Eldoret, Bungoma, Kitale, you all know Eagles. It's a big outlet. We're just next to Eagles. It's very easy to find floor decor. Thank you.
Excellent. So in this group, Amos, we have members from Rwanda, Tanzania, Ethiopia, Uganda. Do you have plans to take this product there?
Yeah, for sure we have. But in Rwanda we have a partner. They do have a shops there. In Uganda, we are working closely with one partner who's setting up very good. We intend to have floor decor in Tanzania because we have a lot of interest in Tanzania. So with time, we're probably going to be seeing ourselves in all these locations.
Nice. Tanzanians, be patient. You have been seen. Ugandans, be patient. You have been seen. you know, Rwanda, obviously, if it's in Uganda, it's across the border. You have been seen. So be patient. The solution is coming, and the solution is from Floor Decor. I guess we go back so that you can tell us about what brands you currently have. You already know about Pago, and I am branded Pago today, guys. It's read as it's written as Pergo, but it is Pago. So tell us about your brands. What brands do you have?
Of course, we have the global leading Pago floor, Pago.
And the differences between them, Amos, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Pago is a wooden floor. Pago is classified into two. There's a laminate flooring and there's engineered flooring. Engineered has a 3 mil sandable layer. For those who would want to resand their floor, Pago you can resand if you're going for the engineered. There are people who don't like laminate. They say laminate could be papers like this, but you can go for Pago engineered flooring. Then we have Pago laminated flooring. When you're shopping a laminate out there, be sure to know about water damage. There's a lot of water on the floor, on the wooden floor. They are not friendly. But Pago has a new technology. It's called Pago Sensation. Water basically affects the joints of a laminate floor. So if you have a cleaner, your DM is cleaning your wooden floor with too much water, after some time, the joints will start giving in. Make sure you buy the Pago Sensation, which is water resistant, has a technology called AquaSafe. Remember, Pago invented the laminate floor. Any manufacturer out there producing laminate from China or whatever location, they have to pay a license to use the uni-click lock. The way they click and lock, it's a license that has to be paid to Pago. For those who don't pay the license to Pago, you're going to find that your laminate floor, whatever the brand is, a couple of years later will start, the joints will become weak and they'll start drifting apart. You've probably seen these in houses or in the malls or in the offices. So, with Pago also, we have the stair solutions. We have a patented technology called Inciso. You interlock your staircase, very easy. It's very easy to install a Pago floor, quick installation. There's an underlay material, that is the foam material that you have to put your Pago on top to reduce the sound and also acts as a moisture barrier. Then we have the MKEKA MBAO. MKEKA MBAO is a trendy thing right now in the market. MKEKA MBAO is our Kenyan version of saying things, but it is called Bufloor. Bufloor, you can say Bufloor, made in Belgium. It's a PVC. PVC is polyvinyl chloride. So polyvinyl chloride is, of course, is a material that is made from salt and some other chemicals to produce. It's very easy to produce, and that's why the Bufloor or the MKEKA MBAO is more affordable because it's not wood. Bufloor comes in prints of real woods, textured woods. It's not shiny, very durable. It's waterproof. It's actually available in a tile format. Feels like tiles. You can clad your walls. You can have it in your bathroom. It's non-slip. We have a lot of bathroom falls. Some are fatal. This is not good. With vinyl floor, make sure you come and buy the vinyl that has some resistance on it and non-slip. They have a rating is R12. And this is only available on the Bufloor. And the Bufloor installation has to be special because to prevent the water from going under. And before I go too long, make sure your floor is well cured. We have incidences where the black cotton soil has water coming from under. It's not good for the vinyl floor because after some time you start getting some black marks or it just crease. We have a tool that will measure the moisture meter. Once you put that tool on your floor, it will tell you the moisture level before installation of the floor. Then for commercial flooring, hospitals, schools, airports, we have a product called Fobo. It's my t-shirt here, Fobo. Fobo has a classification of same vinyl, but now in homogeneous vinyl or heterogeneous vinyl. And we have the old linoleum floor. It's called Mammalium. And besides the heterogeneous vinyl for hospitals, you've been to places like Aga Khan. You've seen Citizen Studio, Nation Media Studio. Those are those type of flooring that we've installed there. We have the Flotex. Flotex is a new product that is actually going to replace the carpet tiles that we all know, because Flotex is waterproof. It's a carpet which is waterproof. You don't need to vacuum it, and it's extremely very durable and cushioned. It's acoustic. When you walk on it, it's very soft on your feet. yet it's waterproof, yet it doesn't stain. And you've seen them mostly in these corporate offices or big hotels. That is the Flotex kind of flooring. Besides flooring, we have for exterior, outdoor, we have the composite decking to clad your decks or around the swimming pool. We have the horizon turf grass. It's a fox grass. You can, instead of planting grass, you can have this material out there. It's durable. And all the materials that we sell, they're all over 20 years durability, warranty. Durability on the material will be over 50 years.
20 years?
Yeah, 20 years warranty.
On products?
On products. Durability, long time, over 50 years.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. So the ones that I caught, because I think there are many, are Pago,
yeah,
then Bullflow, then Forbo,
yes.
I would call it Forbo. Yes. Then there's Flotex. Then there is Tuft Grass.
Yes.
Which other one?
The outdoor, we have the composite decking. The decking,
composite decking, the one that looks like some wooden plank.
Yes, for outdoor.
And this is the one that you also use to make gates.
Exactly. We're making composite gates because the material is water resistant, is weather resistant. It doesn't splinter like woods. It's termite resistant. It's very hard.
Yeah. So what I'll ask you to do more, Amos, because there's a lot of information there. There's a lot of information there. So if on this thread, after we are done, would you kindly post each and every one of the products that you have shared, so that people who will watch it later can actually, refer. And Moses is sharing with us this award, the top 100, medium-sized enterprises in Kenya. Tell us about it. You are the winner.
This is we matched number 13 on the top 100 segment for small medium enterprises here in Kenya. I believe this was courtesy of our customers who bought our flooring for us to get this award. And we are really, really very appreciative for everyone who's really supported us. We brought you great products from Europe with great warranty and beautiful products every home must have in Kenya.
Excellent. I think being number 13 out of 100, and remember, guys, and I've taken part in that survey. They survey about 1,100 firms, and then they rank them. They talk to employees. They talk to users of the product. They talk to auditors. They talk to people, they rate a lot of things, and it is no mean feat to be in the top 100. So well done, Floor Deco. I think that's an achievement of a lifetime, given that you only started work in Kenya when? Which year?
It's about 2012.
2012. That means you're hardly 7 years in the market, and you're already top 100 SME. I think that is really, I wish we had a bell. Moses, we should introduce a bell so that we are ringing, the bell for such things. Very, very, very well done, Floor Deco. Yeah, I think on that note, then we get a message from our sponsors.
Nothing makes a home look good than a wooden floor decor. With Pago laminate floors, it's not just good, it's elegant, stylish and unique. And the best part, it is affordable. With over 84 laminate designs available in 3 quality levels, Pago laminate floor is the best to give your home that perfect, exquisite look. It's easy to install, clean and maintain. With Pago laminate floors, you are assured a lifetime guarantee. Visit Floor Decor Kenya, shop number 9 along Kijabi Street, Barot House. Pago, floors for real life.
Pago, floors for real life. I think they are excellent. They're on Kijabe Street, shop number 9. And yeah, as they say, they look beautiful. They're durable. They're water resistant. But let me not say too much. Perhaps I send it back to the champion. Are your products waterproof? Are they fireproof? Are they scratch proof? And do they fade over time? Because you've already told us about the 20-year guarantee, but with a lifespan of 50 years. But I need you to be very specific. If I put a Jiko on Pago, or I put a Jiko on Boflo or on Forbo, will it burn? Tell us about these things, because they're important and they're real life, experiences that we go through in this part of the world.
Well, all our flooring are fire resistant. They are rated BFS1. For technical details, architects who are on this forum, BFS1 is a fire rating for the product. So they are fire resistant, not fireproof, but fire resistant. So basically, if you put your Jiko on it, they're going to, like for instance, you light up a match, or you're smoking a cigarette and you throw the cigarette on the floor. This some kind of maybe it's a chemical or something is going to put out the cigarette fire from the floor, and that's the technology that they've been rated as BFS1.
So you're saying that they're not fireproof, they are fire resistant, which is a higher level of resistance than proof.
Yes, it's fire resistant. It's not like it's not a fireproof thing. It's a fire resistant. So fire resistant is from yeah.
That seems to excite you. I know you have a technical question. Go ahead and ask.
No, I think I understood what Amos is saying, because I think there are very few materials actually which are fireproof, completely fireproof. But even metal actually melts in certain temperatures of fire. So I think I really understand what he's saying. That's why.
So guys, it's important, because you see, in Africa, it is not uncommon to find, somebody has put Pago or Boflo on the whole floor, and then in the kitchen, a tenant comes and they're cooking with a Jiko. So it's a real life thing, for us here. So what Amos is saying, and I think it's important, is that there are two levels of fire resistance. There is fireproof, which means it will burn, but it will not burn at all the way. But this is fire resistant. If a fire drops, or a flame, or a speck drops on it, it proactively puts out that fire, which means it will not burn at all. And I think that's a big deal. In fact, I think that is revolutionary in the flooring, space. And tell us now about water. Is it waterproof or is it water resistant?
Well, Buflo is waterproof. Pago is water resistant. But once again, once you build in your house, like I said, you need to check on the humidity levels of your subfloor. I'm seeing question being asked here, what kind of subfloor should I have to install any of our products? We call it Neil or screed finish. Make sure you have a screed finish, which is well cured. And don't struggle going out there and hacking your subfloor to put that Neil finish. Just come to Floor Deco. We have something called self-leveling compound, SICA, self-leveling compound. You just level your floor, and it dries within 24 hours. You don't have to keep watering it for 5 days for it to cure. Use a self-leveling compound. Well, Pago is water resistant. Go for the Pago sensation that will flow all the way to the kitchen. Buflo is waterproof because the material is more of PVC, is plastic, but don't let water go under the floor, because if water goes under the floor and stays there for long, you're going to have this effect of bubbles or discoloration, because water is not good, and water will always find a way to find. Water is, I don't know how to describe, but water is something
water is water.
Yeah, water is water.
It's an enemy of floors.
Yeah, water. Yeah. Make sure.
So what this means then is that the installation is so important when you're fixing Buflo, because you need to take it all the way like to the skirting, so that there is no chance that when you're mopping the floor, water will go in, because then water can only go in if you're washing the wall. And I don't know why you would be washing the wall.
Exactly.
So installation becomes key here.
Exactly, and that's why we had a team of 3 foodies taking over to France. They're just jetting on today. They went there to study how to do the skirting with the material. With the same material, you can use the skirting. You just weld that and make sure with welding technology, no water finds its way. And this technology, we are going to use this in hospitals, because in hospitals, healthcare facilities, we need to take care that no water goes under the floor because of germs, bacteria, and such thing like that.
Yeah.
So if you're going, if you're going to use the view floor in the bathroom, we'll make sure that we seal all avenues for water.
No, I think this is important, Amos, because beyond just selling, I very much like that, you know, you are revolutionizing the space. You're taking people for training so that, you know, we have new technology actually actionable and executable in our space. And for me, that's a big deal. That is really the spirit behind, you know, the builders and co-creators, that we can actually know about technology, that we can be trained on technology, that we can actually import it and have it, you know, actually usable here by ordinary people. So again, well done. I see why you are in the top 100, you know, medium and small enterprises in Kenya today. So tell us about Scratch. You know how we move chairs up and down. You know how we drop knives and forks. You know how we walk in heels. Tell us about that. Yeah.
Okay. Once you go to a Pago outlet or floor decor showroom with Pago, we have a scratch test for our customers to be able to distinguish between Pago and the competition out there. So this is what you do, guys. Get a steel wire, ile ya kuosha sufuria. Just rub your floor and then run your finger after you scrub. If you find a blackish material, that's a genuine floor. If you get some whitish powder, that floor will scratch and it's gonna eventually fade. So this is the test that we educate our buyers or builders. Use the steel wire, rub on any laminate floor, take a Pago floor, do the same, see the difference. So our flooring is scratch proof. Pago is scratch proof. It's scratch resistant scratch resistant, but make sure your furniture has the leg covers. So all furniture that are manufactured do have the leg covers. Make sure you have the leg covers on them. If you're going to use the view floor, the MKEKA MBAO, make sure the leg covers are there, because if you're dragging objects with very sharp things, they might tear or scratch your floor.
Yeah.
So to that aspect.
So ideally we have to look after it, but it is made not to scratch. And you're saying that the reverse side of the scratch is fade. If it's scratchable, then it's going to fade. And you're saying that yours is resistance, which means it will last in the same color for 20 years. Guarantee, it could go to 50 depending on how you look after it, but the guarantee with ordinary care is that it will go to 20 years. So guys, it is fire resistant, they are scratch proof, and they are water resistant. Of paramount importance is the fact that the installation has to be done properly. And that brings me to my next question, Amos. So first of all, what other accessories other than MKEKA MBAO, you know, that thing that I saw them rolling, you know, like when you're roofing or when you're flooring using ceramic tiles, you need the tile, you need the grout, you need, you know, the cement below, you need the gum, you know. So in this case, what other accessories are necessary, and do you sell them?
Yeah, if you're going to use Pago, for instance, we have the underlay foam, which we give you as a bundle for the floor. If you're using MKEKA MBAO, in some instances, if you're going to use it in a commercial application like on a busy office, so much foot traffic, we recommend gluing it down. Those accessories like glue, underlay, and we have skirting baseboards. Skirting baseboards is very important for floor finish. A skirting baseboard actually prevents your seats from going to your walls, your beds from going to your wall. It gives you that distance, and also it bridges the gap that you leave when you're doing the Pago or the MKEKA MBAO, the expansion gap. That is where the skirting goes in and fits. Our skirting has a provision to run your cables. So if you have Wi-Fi cables, speaker cables, you can run right behind the skirting. You don't have to use trunking. With the same skirting, you don't need to nail down your skirtings. You know, the old technology of Piga Mishumari. We have something called liquid nails. So liquid nails is just like a glue, which you apply, and after like 15 minutes, your skirting is well done. You don't see any nails, seamless. We have door strips or door profiles. So towards to the exit of the door, your floor need a profile. So those profiles, we have them for the doors. To the bathrooms, perhaps where a Pago or MKEKA MBAO is meeting a tile, the gap in between those profiles are there. Yeah, and then besides all that, you need to maintain your flooring. We sell cleaning materials. We advise you how to maintain your Pago, MKEKA, and MBAO. Even without buying our materials, just use some warm water and vinegar and clean your floor the easy way. They're going to last a long, 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 long time.
Excellent. So really, you've spoken about all this, liquid nails and all these things. What I suggest you do again on this thread when we are done, beyond just posting the page or the link to your page, I suggest you post a video or a demonstration video, so that people who do not want to go to the page necessarily can see the demonstration. I think it would be very helpful, so that we understand I know what liquid nails is and how it works, but not everybody will. And this is the reason we are here today, to learn your brand and how it's installed. Okay, so in what condition must my floor be before any of these things are installed, any of these products are installed? I know you said that, we need to have that, created floor ready for, the top flooring, but you also mentioned that you have a product that you actually just put, like pour on, and then 24 hours later, you're ready to install. Tell us about that.
Now, most floors are usually, they do have a subfloor. The subfloor is normally rough. With the technology that we have, you don't need to hack the floor again and then put a new floor on it. You basically need to buy something called self-leveling compound, and you just apply the
self-leveling compound.
Compound, yes. The self-leveling compound will take care of your floor. It will level it nicely. Remember, if you install a Pago floor on an even floor, your floor will squeak, and it's not going to last long, and it's very uncomfortable. If you do the same thing with the MKEKA and MBAO and the floor is not level, it's going to form bubbles underneath. When the floor is doing the expansion, when it goes back, it doesn't go to exact location, so you get bubbles. So use self-leveling compound. If you think self-leveling compound is expensive, ask your fundi to level your floor akitumia chuma laini. There's a chuma that they usually pull from one end to the other. Let them level the floor. Make sure it's screed. I would even advise, if you're going to glue down your floor, make it nil. Nil is a smooth finish. Nil.
Nero, yeah. What we call nil. Wait, you mean what this thing we call Nero is nil?
Yeah.
Nero. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
So, but tell me, Amos, that's news. I actually say it's Nero. Kumbe it's nil. Okay, guys, we learn every day. So Amos, tell me, when your fundis come to assess my floor before you actually come to install, they can tell me what I need to do so that this floor can last, or do they just come and say enyewe pale kutakuwa na shida lakini tutakuja kesho? Would you advise what I need to do before you actually bring the final flooring?
Yeah, the installer would actually look at the level of the floor. He would not install a floor on an even floor. I know some customers do have the timelines and deadlines, and we've met customers who know it all. But please listen to the installer. He has more information that you don't know. Make sure your floor is leveled. There's a tool to measure the humidity level on the subfloor. Honestly, and to people on this forum, I installed vinyl flooring without knowing that some floors were not well cured. You look with your eyes, you'll think the floor is cured, but it's not. If you install on the floor, if you install the vinyl floor on an uncured floor, the challenges will be there and be seen like seats. Even 1 year later, you start seeing this. Humidity is a big issue in some areas like Juja, where we have this black cotton soil. Make sure it's well done. Your house, the soil is removed, or you just do the suspended slab so that you can have a good subfloor without water. Yeah.
Nice. So you tell me about your guarantee. Is your guarantee based on a perfect floor before you lay the flooring? So assuming that I'm in Juja and my basic work wasn't too well done, and then you come and lay for me the Pago, for instance, and a year later I see there's a problem. Do you cover that in the guarantee? And how does that interface with the fact that before you installed it, you knew how my floor was?
Yeah, there's guarantee on labor. We as a floor deco, I mostly major in showrooms and product importation and everything. But on the side, I make sure that people who do the installation of these products are well trained. They're not on my salary, but Once you buy the product, I'll give you a list of accredited installers to work with. Once a complaint comes to one of the showroom, the first thing we would want to know is who was the installer. So from our point, we're able to tell if the installer from floor decor, it's you got, you know how it is in Kenya. You look at the quote for installation from an accredited installer, but there's some guy there on the side telling you, hii inaweza kufanya na nusu siku ama nitakulipisha per day, and you end up going for that. I keep saying Kenya is a price. It's a price. How much is it? Now, if this floor was installed by an accredited installer from floor decor, then we're able to look what exactly happened, and from that point of view, we're able to come with a professional advice to know whether it's a labor, whether there is a challenge with water, because in most cases we find water is a big challenge to us. The issues of level is not too much, because I've sold Pago for close to 10 years, and I have customers all over. I've not seen many complaining maybe of the faded material, no, but we work as a team with our accredited installer, and from an accredited installer point of view, we're able to know where the problem is. In cases where it's a product defect, we do 100% change without any cost.
Okay, so this means that you train people. They're not on your list of employees, but they're accredited by you. And once I buy the floor, you will recommend, or you'll give me a list to choose. So then you're saying that much as they're not your employers, you train them and you have accredited them to be the right installers for your product. Yes,
and I really appreciate for my customers to work closely with these people. If we recommend you an installer, it's not that we have to supervise this person. It's upon you to have a foreman in your site to look what is being done, and to only pay when you're satisfied with the level of work that has been done. Previously, we found some complaints here and there. Yeah.
You're also saying that, however, if there's a problem with the product, you replace it 100% without any additional cost.
Exactly.
Okay. So tell me about, and we are towards the end, before I ask you about the pricing, because I know everybody's waiting to hear the pricing. What infrastructural provisions must I have on site before I can actually have these, floors installed? So, for instance, must I have power on my site before they can install?
These are the things that we need to find in your site. You need to have power. If you don't have power, just provide generator. But before the flooring is done, we recommend doing our flooring as the last thing. You put your floor today and you move in tomorrow. Installation of floor is very quick. We have no grout, no cement. In rare cases, we have adhesive. So you need to have done your ceilings, the gypsums, paint work is done. Plumbing is fully done, because we've had challenges with a plumber not doing the right thing. And then after the floor installed, we find that the plumber pipes are not well done and it's flooding all over the place. The hot water came through and damaged a floor worth $500,000. So you need to take care of the plumber. You need to make sure the electrical is done. Everything is done, and floor is the last thing to be laid on. Remember.
So the floor perhaps should come in like a day or so before I move in.
Yes, the floor should be, if you buy a floor today and you want it installed, let's say on Saturday, we recommend delivering the floor to your house to undergo something called acclimatization. So to get acclimatized. Acclimatized means that material goes to that room and they get used to the room temperature of that particular place where they're going to be installed, and to last forever. So let the material be dropped, let them stay there for at least 24 to 48 hours, and then after that, they can be installed.
Excellent. Okay, so you need power, and if I don't have power, even by the time I'm moving in, do your installers have generators?
Yeah, if they are installing Pago is one that needs power source, a circular saw, jigsaws. If it's a vinyl floor, then MKEKA that doesn't need any power. But if you don't have power, the installers will see where they can rent a generator, and of course, you can pay for the extra charges for that.
Okay, so I recommend that in this thread where you're putting in the the details of each of the brands, please just indicate which one needs power for installation, and then for the others say needs no power for installation, because I know members will be following, and their projects are at different stages, and there are people who will want a floor and then they have solar, which they will install later. so we need to know which one to go for. So please furnish us with that piece of information. Now, your warranty, you said, is on product, right?
Yes.
Okay, so, and not on installation.
We provide, the installer will provide you a labor warranty for 6 months. In case you have any challenge within the 6 months, you can always call them up. I recommend saving these people's accredited installers contacts with you. We've had cases of a customer coming 2 years later and they could not remember who actually installed their flooring. We have a database, but we're not able to keep the hundreds of sites that we do every day to actually know who done the installation. So it's important to have the contact of the installer in your phone. You may wake up and find water is all over your floor. You need to call this person who installed to come there and actually help you, maybe with Pago floor and water is actually underneath, to come and uninstall and put them outside to dry and then return them back. So it's important to have the installer's contact. Yeah.
Excellent. I guess we are coming to the end of this interview, and before we talk about pricing, because I know you're all waiting for pricing, guys. Moses, do you have a message from our sponsors?
Yeah, we do. I have before Celine, you go to pricing. I'll ask Amos a few questions. Some are very specific and some very general. But then let's come back after the break. Yeah.
Nothing makes a home look good than a wooden floor decor. With Pago laminate floors, it's not just good, it's elegant, stylish, and unique. And the best part? It is affordable. With over 84 laminate designs available in 3 quality levels, Pago laminate floor is the best to give your home that perfect exquisite look. It's easy to install, clean and maintain. With Pago laminate floors, you are assured a lifetime guarantee. Visit Floor Decor Kenya, shop number 9 along Kijabi Street, Barot House. Pago, floors for real life.
Guys, floors for real life. They say it's elegant, stylish, unique, affordable, clean, low maintenance, lifetime warranty. It does not come better than that. So please visit Floor Decor Kenya and be spoiled for choice. Moses, you have some questions.
Yes, I have some questions for Amos. Now, one is, do you have a product for outdoors? For instance, like the porch or the pathway outside the house? You have a product for those? And then the second question I want from Amos is, I think I missed on maybe you address, in the house, we usually have wet areas, constant wet areas like the bathrooms and the kitchen. So tell us how your products are designed actually to fit in the wet areas in the house. I think those two, it's only those two I have for now. Amos, for you.
Good. For outdoor, we have the composite decking. This is if you need to have a decking out there or around the swimming pool. I don't actually know what exactly they're saying when outdoor, because outdoor would recommend using the mazeras or the tiles, special tiles for outdoor, which we don't stock in our outlets. But outdoor, we have the composite decks for the decks.
But you also have turf grass.
Oh yeah, we have turf grass for the garden. Like you want to have a garden or your balcony, we have the resin turf grass for your garden. You don't need you can save a lot of water with the turf grass because it's lasts you over 20 years. It doesn't need to be watered, no maintenance on trimming, and it's pest resistant.
Tell me about the turf grass. Tell me about the turf grass. If water pours on it, does it seep out?
Yeah, it has poles, and during the installation, we require the subfloor, which is there to have an inclination where water can flow easily. So when it actually rains, the water goes through the pole and the drain. It doesn't stagnate water at all.
I see. What was Moses' second question? The wet areas.
The wet areas, yes.
Yes, the wet areas, we are recommending our customers to use anti-slip vinyl floor. we're all victim. You've had a friend, a family member who actually sleep in that bathroom because the service was very slippery. Come to Floor Decor and we recommend the best vinyl floor for non-slip bathroom areas. And there's a special way of installing them. They have to be glued down. You have to use the same material to be curtains on the wall so that no water goes under. We use the same vinyl flooring to go on the bathroom walls because they're 100% waterproof. You don't need to struggle with the ceramics to the walls. So once you visit a Floor Decor outlet, our sales reps are more than ready to give you all this information.
Okay.
Yeah, important, guys, because you see the bathroom areas is where a lot of accidents happen. And if you have aging parents who will, who need some anti-slip, please consider this one because it goes beyond just beauty. It is a non-slip and it is something that they need. So perhaps, you really want to consider it. Moses, you wanted to say something? Sorry, I cut you short.
Yes. One last one about, I think I've seen someone ask about, we go back to the fact that you said one of the properties of this product is that it's scratch resistant. So I think maybe they understood it's scratch resistant to humans. Now for people who have pets, I have a pet dog, I have a pet cat, is it also resistant to the pets?
Oh yeah. Actually, with our Pago campaigns are more with a Pago dog because in the US, they love staying with the pets in the house. So Pago is actually resistant to your dogs, your cats. It's one of the great products to have.
Okay.
Interesting. So guys, before we go to pricing, remember, elegant, stylish, unique, affordable, clean, low maintenance with a lifetime warranty, and it does not come better than that. Please visit Floor Decor and share your product, your need, so that they can recommend the right product for you. So to the question that everybody's been waiting for, the pricing for these products, Amos, would you please take us through what is the pricing for Pago per square meter? Is that how you measure it?
Yes, per square meter, per square feet. I don't know, but in Kenya we do square meter more. Our Pago costs 2,650 per square meter. It's 2,650 per square meter inclusive of the underlay. And we are doing a special promotion for the Pago Sensation, that is the water resistant type. I would love to have this product. It's 2,650 per square meter. But if you're more on the budget, we say you can have Pago in your living room, in your dining area, on your staircase. All the bedrooms, you can go for MKEKA and MBAO. MKEKA and MBAO is classified. We have the MKEKA and MBAO, which is black text. It's with a textile backing. It's a MKEKA underneath and then a vinyl floor on top. Extremely warm, cushion for your babies, for everyone, elderly, parents, and easy to install, yet very durable, and gives you the prints of woods. You can never distinguish MKEKA and MBAO and Pago when you step on it. It looks like wood, feels like wood, and it's more affordable. And this costs from 1,500 per square meter. If you're more on the commercial sector, like you have a restaurant, you have a club, especially the restaurants and the clubs, you need to change your floor every 5 years. Or maybe an office, you need to remodel your floor. You can never do this on a ceramic tiles. If you need to change the outlook, it means you need to demolish the tiles. Our products are versatile. So if, for instance, it's a restaurant out there, go for the mammalian floor, go for the vinyl. This product you can easily change after 5 years without closing down your business. It's done overnight. Easy to install. The next day, customers are streaming to your offices. You have a brand new floor. More affordable. The commercial type starts from 1,800 per square meter. The turf grass is 2,900 per square meter. If you want to have your outdoor lush and green, always green, don't struggle with water bills. Go for this product. It's amazing. Made in Europe. This is 2,900. Our skirting baseboards do have various profiles. Those I would recommend you come to the showroom. We'll give you the pricing for that.
The composite decking?
Our composite decking, we are selling 8,500 per square meter. This includes the joist system, the way they're going to sit on top. The joist system is included. And we actually, for a big order, we can throw in the fasteners, the deck fasteners. They're easily interlocked with something called deck fasteners. Hey, and to the contractors, people who are doing homes for resale, developers, we have a special pricing for you guys. Visit us, send us an email, send us a WhatsApp, give us your floor plan. We're going to make a special price to you. We can actually order this from our factories in Europe, and that's very, very special pricing for you.
Excellent. And Forbo?
Forbo, yeah, Forbo. Forbo is more of the healthcare and corporate. This is actually a new product we just introduced. Forbo starts from the floor text design is 3,500 per square meter. The mammalium, depends on the quantity purchased, is 2,200 per square meter. Remember, on this mammalium, you have to buy a full row. We don't cut. But on MKEKA, we cut for what you need. If your bedroom is 10 by 10, we're actually going to cut for you that segment only.
Excellent. So do we have a special pricing for our members here? Because we always ask for a discount.
Yes, we have a
so
special
if I go
price
to the
for
shop
members.
and I say I'm from the Builders and Co-Creators group, what percentage discount do I get?
We're going to give you a 5% off, or 5%
Only?
on the products. It's
10,
quite a lot.
10.
And we have a good deal. Remember also, like, we have people who have finished their homes, they want to move in, but they don't have money, and they actually need to have that floor in their home. You cannot move in a home without a floor. You know, we've Floor Deco and KCB have come together at a 0 interest rate. Can I say Fuliza Sakafu? Could that be the right word? But with KCB is actually financing you to have your floor in your home from Floor Deco outlets at 10% discount. Just sign up. Come to Floor Deco. We're going to sign you up. It takes like a couple of hours for you to be approved. And once you're approved, you've got your floor. Move in your home. Save the rent that you're paying.
I see. Yeah. So this is important, guys, that you know, if Amos, I'm keen to know if I do not go with the KCB deal, yeah.
Yes.
And I want a discount because I'm from the Builders and Co-Creators group, what percentage do I get?
Yeah, if you're buying a big quantity, like a whole house, which is probably like 200 square meter, anything above 200 square meter, I'm going to give you 10% on the discount.
Okay.
If you're buying
and below?
Below, we can make anything from 5% for small areas like 20 square meter here, 30 square meter there.
Come on, make it 8 for our members, Amos.
Come to my show.
Say yes.
We are really open for this, guys. We are really open for this. Just come and visit. Say you're from a builders platform, and we're going to give you a discount. Aline, you know better that we are going to give the discount for real.
If you don't give our members a discount, I mean, we can't be friends, yeah? So members, we have come to the end of our discussion. There are brands that we have been talking about today, and I need you to listen to this last part carefully because this is where you win a prize. We talked about Pago, we talked about Buffalo, we talked about Forbo, we talked about Flotex, we talked about Tuft Grass, we talked about composite decking, and we said that they're elegant, they're stylish, unique, affordable, clean, low maintenance, and they have a lifetime guarantee. Now it's your chance to participate. Please list for me on this thread the brands that I have spoken about, get all of them, and I will call you up for a gift. This gift will come from Floor Decor. So kindly do that. I need to know if you've been listening and if you know what our brands are. And if you want, maybe you can even list down what their qualities are: elegant, stylish, unique, affordable, clean, low maintenance, and with a lifetime guarantee. I take this opportunity to thank Mr. Amos Kibaru. Thank you so much for coming and enlightening us. Members, thank you for staying tuned. I hope that you feel better about your flooring today, and I hope that you're celebrating this new revolutionary product in the market today from Floor Deco Kenya. So, Mwangi, do you have any other thing to share?
No, I think on my side, I'm very okay. So I think we can proceed and close the session today. Yeah.
Excellent. Moses, thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing with us. Members, I'm waiting for your participation. Let us get this discount and please order soon. You realize that I did not ask Amos when this offer is ending because I want it to be open for you because flooring comes last, you know. So I do not want to put a December, September, April. If you're from this group, always go to Floor Decor and get it. Amos, you're not allowed to speak anymore, so you cannot put a cap to that. So have a good evening, members. For those of you who we are training tomorrow on the light gauge steel roofing, please show up in good time. Let us have fun and learn. Members, have a good evening. Have a good rest of the week, and God bless you. Keep building.
Yeah.
Nothing makes a home look good than a wooden floor decor. With Pago laminate floors, it's not just good, it's elegant, stylish and unique, and the best part, it is affordable. With over 84 laminate designs available in 3 quality levels, Pago laminate floor is the best to give your home that perfect exquisite look. It's easy to install, clean and maintain. With Pago laminate floors, you are assured a lifetime guarantee. Visit Floor Decor Kenya, shop number 9 along Kijabi Street, Barot House. Pago, floors for real life.